Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here, and yesterday there was a tweet by the man, the legend, the myth himself, David frickin' Vonderhaar, and I'll show you a picture of what he tweeted right now. He deleted it like 25 minutes after he posted it, and it was this little shrine on the front of one of the Treyarch level designer's office, and he has a little shrine of all the Mob of the Dead, remaster Mob of the Dead signs that people have been putting out on the internet and that you saw on that famous news report in London and in WWE as well. So this raised a lot of questions when he deleted it, saying like, oh my god, confirmation that we are getting Mob of the Dead remastered in Black Ops 4? Holy crap, it's confirmed. Don't know how I would feel about this. I don't know if I would say that we're getting Mob of the Dead remastered for sure, but it's very suspicious that he had to delete the tweet. Either like Treyarch, other like employees said like, hey, could you take that down because like that might give us the wrong impression, or maybe even Activision said that too. Like, but this all leads into the topic of the video here is Black Ops 4. What it needs to survive, to outdo everything that they have done and what we've seen in the past couple of years for Call of Duty Zombies. Now, granted, Infinite Warfare, you know, they set a pretty low bar. They did have some cool kind of features into it that made the game like sort of enjoyable, but nonetheless, like they can beat that out. And with World War II Zombies, we're only not even into our DLC one season, and yet we're finding it pretty, I don't know, it's a pretty good contender. But enough of that. This is what Black Ops 4 absolutely needs. Starting off with zombies, we need a new game mode in this game. Like, if you remember Black Ops 2, we had Grief and Turned, and Survival too. We also had Survival with the normal maps that came out. But the thing that made Black Ops 2 Zombies so replayable was because of those two modes. Granted, they were not perfect and they still had a whole bunch of problems with it, but at the same time, they kept the interest of the community for a very, very long time during the down periods of the DLC season, which we know is like a couple weeks after the DLC is released. So, and talking about survival, bring back survival. Why not? That was so cool how we had certain parts of the map just cut off into different sections that we would just try to survive as long as we can. Like, even with no perks and no pack-a-punch, or just perks, or perks and pack-a-punch. It was so fun, so many things that you can do with that. And yeah, I think it would be really good. Another thing that it's mostly like a want more than a need, but I think it would help out the game like a lot. And that is mystery box choice. Now, what I mean by that is that in Black Ops 4, instead of just having one certain box, the Black Ops 4 default of all the Black Ops 4 weapons and all that stuff, we have a choice where we can choose past mystery boxes from different games. So like, imagine you go to the settings and you just scroll around and you see like in zombie settings there's a mystery box choice. So there would be Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and default as Black Ops 4. You can be able to choose these boxes, and you would get the weapons from that specific time period in the game. And I just don't know. Something about that just sounds so good and so engaging and interesting to me that I just want it. What do you guys think? I think that would be such a cool concept that they could have. Granted, that's a lot of work and that's a lot of guns to, you know, remaster and do all that stuff, but if it's anyone, Treyarch is the hardest working team ever. If anyone can do it, I believe it's them. One thing that I think that World War II did right in their Zombies installment is the scare factor, and that's something that we haven't really seen with Zombies for Treyarch in a long time. Like, I would say since probably Mob of the Dead was the last time I felt pretty scared, just because of the creepy setting and all that stuff. But yeah, Zetsubo was supposed to be our last quote-unquote scary map, but we all know how that turned out. It was just so many glitches and just took away from the experience so much. And plus, it wasn't even that scary. Like, they had the jump scares, which were really cool, and yeah, the first time when you're not expecting it, yeah, you would get scared, but like after that, you know what's coming, and yeah, it's just the same thing over and over again. With World War II, they do have the jump scares, but you know, it's kind of annoying every time you would just freaking try to do something and this guy would just pop up. It's just kind of a nuisance. I think they should bring back things like the sniper pop-ups, and I don't know, just maybe add like a little more thing. Like, one thing that World War II did really good was the way they moved the map around, like little earthquakes every now and then that kind of keep you on your guard, you know. Another thing more is more like a want more than a need, but I think they can do this because they can do it in Battlefield, and that is bringing back dolphin dive. No, don't get me wrong, I love sliding. It's a nice way to get around the map fast, and it's really really cool. I like the animation and all that stuff, but nothing can beat dolphin dive and PhD flopper. Now, you can do this. You guys are probably wondering, well, how can you do that? Well, in Battlefield 1, they have a dolphin dive and a slide. So when you tap B or square or whatever console you're playing on, you would tap B and you would just do a little slide. When you hold B, you would drop to the ground, do a dolphin dive. I think, why can't they do that? Like, it would be perfect because B or square is, or circle is it? I don't know, whatever. Would be prone as well. So it wouldn't really be messing with anything. You would have to hold, yeah, it wouldn't mess anything. You would just hold it down. If while you're running, you would hold B and you would do a dolphin dive. Just standing, not moving, you would go prone or crouch. And yeah, while you're running, tapping B would it could be done. It could be done. I know I'm kind of just all over the place here, but I'm just getting so excited. Another thing which I want is what Infinite Warfare did very well, I would say, and that is the super Easter egg. And I'm not talking about Treyarch's Easter egg where we just got full ammo and the RK5. Like, yeah, that was kind of cool, but with what Infinite Warfare did, that is so much better. You'll be going back, doing all the maps again, having a different DLC for boss fight. That is completely crazy, with a different ending cutscene as well. That is, that's creme of the crop right there. That was perfect. That's something that they need to do with Black Ops 4. Because not gonna lie, it was kind of underwhelming when we got Revelations. I know all by now we were kind of underwhelmed by Revelations and the super Easter egg that we got, but it is what it is. But Treyarch, yes, we need a super Easter egg cutscene, a super Easter egg boss fight, and just, we just need something more. Always Call of Duty Zombies community, always asking for more. And the last thing that I would say that I would want, slash what Black Ops 4 needs in this game, is what World War II did really well, and that is character unlocks. Now, just imagine that whatever crew we are, Primus, Victus, or the Mob of the Dead crew, or the Shadows of Evil crew, or anything like that, even a new crew, have the side Easter egg to have multiple character unlocks like they did in World War II. Like, you would, let's say we have our new crew. There's our 4 original characters, and then we've got like 12 empty slots, question marks all right below them. And just imagine that 4 of them are going to be Primus, the other 4 will be Victus, and the other 4 will be like Mob of the Dead or something. Because the characters are so good and the community are so close and connect with these characters so much over the last, oh god, how long, 10 years? This would be the cherry on top, I would think. Being able to control or choose your own favorite character from any Call of Duty Zombies game. Could you imagine just being Nikolai all the time, or being Richtofen all the time, being able to choose him? That would be so sick. That's a lot on the zombie side. I guess I should get to campaign. There's not really much to say about campaign because Treyarch has always delivered on campaigns. Like, look at Black Ops 2. Look at Black Ops 1. Even World at War. Black Ops 3 was, it was good, but it was kind of confusing a little bit, and yeah. But without a doubt, I think they would do really good. But there is just one little thing that I think we should have. Since that it's speculated that the setting of Black Ops 4 will be a modern type shooter, I think it is a necessity to have Sergeant Frank Woods make a cameo or have a voice appearance in this game in one way or another, because he would still be alive. You could still do flashbacks with that, even have like a David Mason mention, even like Raul Menendez as well, mention him. Like, just like little things like that is what gets the player like a little bit more engaged. Like, oh, I remember that, I like that kind of villain in that type of game, or I liked the protagonist, it was so good. Like, it's just good storytelling. That would be it, keeping it in the same universe as all the other games. And yeah, I think that's a huge selling point for Black Ops as well, because the time that we are in, with all the characters still being mentioned, even in Black Ops 3 when they mentioned Raul Menendez, I like popped out, I was like, oh fuck, what's going on here? But yeah, I would like to have more flashback like we had in Black Ops 2, like going back to the Vietnam era. I don't know how they would really do that, incorporating Frank Woods into the storyline, but if they incorporate him into the storyline. But I think that's something I would really, really want to see. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for campaign. Moving on to multiplayer, I think it's time for me to say that we need the classic BO1 game modes back. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about Headquarters, Sticks and Stones, Gun Game, One in the Chamber. Those game modes were the shit. They were so much fun, especially when you had the contract aspect in Black Ops 1 to it as well. That it made games so much more, like, first of all, competitive, fun, and just you get more of a thrill because you're competing for something and it's fucking just sick. But yeah, I think they should bring in the daily and weekly orders that they have in World War II. I think that's really cool, how to get, you know, armory credits and supply drops, because I don't imagine Treyarch going back to the Black Ops 3 supply drop system, because that would just get shut down immediately. So I think they should bring in those type of orders, you know, get you something to do during the games, get rewarded for it. And what they need, I'm pretty positive that they're going to be doing this, but my god, please Treyarch, bring back the Pick 10 system. That was the best system in Call of Duty that was ever been implemented. Everything was so balanced. You didn't have completely messed up classes. Like, it was just a really good system, and every Call of Duty player would agree that that was probably the most preferred system that we've had in Call of Duty, and that they prefer as well. Like, you see with Divisions, the backlash that we've got, like, people are sort of pissed and really just don't enjoy the game because of it. So yeah, just bring back that Pick 10 system. We've had it for so long, just bring it back. And the last thing I would pretty much want for multiplayer is to kind of give them the Battlefield treatment. I know I've been mentioning Battlefield a lot, but they, with the problems that EA have been given the games, they have done something good for the fans that DICE have done. And that was given out free multiplayer maps during the DLC down season. So what they did was they would release their DLC, let's say in April of this year, and the next 3 months is the down period. That's when the next DLC will come out, in 3 months' time. During those 3 months, so every month you got a huge update with like new sort of challenges and some sort of weapon into it. They also added every month one multiplayer map, which kept the game fresh, which kept the game alive, and honestly, like, it's still going to this day. Like, despite all the controversy, like, there's still a large amount of people playing Battlefield 1 today, and that's because of the system that DICE and Frostbite have done with their DLC off season, given a free multiplayer map. It would keep people interested, and it would just be good for the Call of Duty franchise in general. But that'll be the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys excited for Black Ops 4? Because I am. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share, leave me a rating, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.